how did you lose your money?
Yeah, with girls.
Actually, I know him before 2016, and I met him. He was really a broken-hearted.
I came with not so much money.
Did you promise her that all your money, your wealth will be going to her?
You had 3 girlfriends here in the Philippines at one point in time?
Yeah, three fiancés.
Hello and welcome back to Living Abroad. Today I have part 3 of that Belgian guy that made the mistake of getting in a relationship with a Filipino 3 times, failed, and ended up on the street. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the intro here while I talk and give you a recap. What happens now is that Rafi Tolfa is going to send one of his assistants to go to Cebu and meet with a Belgian man named Bjorn. And on the way there, they obviously took a flight from Manila to go to Cebu. And they're going to pick up the students that helped them initially make that video go viral and brought the attention of Rafi Tolfa to the story. And they're also going to go ahead and talk to the lady who helped him put him in a pension home, someplace to stay. So let's hear her side before we go ahead and talk to, or at least hear Bjorn's latest update on his stay in the Philippines.
Actually, I know him before 2016, and I met him. He was really a broken-hearted before. And I used to play billiard together with him. And then after a few years back, I didn't see him around. And then I saw Carol's post, and I messaged Carol. I said, I know the person, and I know him. So I asked Carol, where is he right now? And then Carol say that she's in Puente. I said, can I come and brought him for him a food? And that day I went to come see him, and then I asked him what exactly happened. And I said about pick love and I lost everything. I said, yeah, what's really going on and what is your plan? And but I says like, I want to go home. So I said, I'll check what can I do for you. So the first thing first, I told him like, I need to get you a place so you can take a shower, because he was so really poorly. I checked online that what place I could bring him or check in him. So I said to him like, I think I found some place for you. So I went home together with Ken. So I said to Ken like, let's do book 3 nights for him so you can sleep. Then I'll figure out what can I do to help you. And I said, so thank you so much.
I guess Mr. Bjorn lives up to his name of being a playboy in Cebu and in the Philippines. Looks like he gets around. And this girl met him in 2016. They played some billiards, as she explained, and saw him on Rafi Tolfa. Thought, let me go ahead and help Bjorn. I wonder if this is genuine or Madam over here wants to get into a relationship with Bjorn. Please do not make a mistake. Madam not in a good position. Then again, maybe Bjorn should have stuck with a girl like this, is willing to put him up somewhere and take care of his accommodation and bring him some food. Who knows? Maybe they end up together.
So that's why I'm really thankful Karel and Ken for posting it. So I'm really happy to help Bjorn. So I really wish that he could go home and get a life at home.
So siguro ma'am, punta na lang po natin sa loob. Andun na po siya, no?
Yeah, nandun siya.
Okay, tara po. Ma'am, magtatanong lang, saan po ang grupo ni Sir Bjorn?
Dito na.
Okay. Etong room A? Okay,
dito na.
sige. Hello po, sir. Good morning. Oh, hello. Good morning. Are you Sir Bjorn?
Yes, I'm Sir Bjorn.
Wait, hold up, man. You can't roll up on somebody like that. Just open his door. Yeah, I'm sure you knew they were coming. But what if this man was doing something, let's say, a little bit intimate? But yeah, so when you see stuff like this, obviously, if you don't know, they talk to these individuals beforehand, get their permission to be on camera, talk to Bjorn, let them know we're going to walk in there. Of course, it adds value to the viewer when you watch it like this, instead of seeing everything from the, from the back end of things. So I assume he knew they were coming. If not, he was probably in for some kind of surprise, seeing that girl he was talking to, 10 years ago? No, I guess she got on the place anyway. But yeah, kind of interesting to just roll up on someone, bash in their door, and say, hello, are you Bjorn?
Okay. Idol Rafi, ngayon ay nandito na tayo sa guest house kung saan nakastay si Sir Bjorn. At ngayon kasama na natin siya. Sir Bjorn, how long have you been staying here in Cebu?
This time 6 months.
So why is the reason that you stayed in the streets?
Yeah, when I came back from my girlfriend, after 2 weeks, normally my flight was back, but she asked me to stay. And she promised me to help me find a job, but it didn't happen. And when I didn't have money anymore, it ended the relationship. So without money, I ended up on the streets.
How long did you stay together?
About 2 weeks and a half, something.
In just 2 weeks. So how did you lose your money?
Yeah, with girls.
Okay.
So I came with not so much money this time. Yeah, because I already knew her for a half year from the second time I came to the Philippines, and I was only able to save a little amount.
Did you promise her that all your money, your wealth will be going to her? Like all the money that you've spent is for your future together?
Yeah, the promises were that we were going to get married, and yeah, the expenses I made, the money I spent, it was just for our daily expenses. So it wasn't so bad that she was collecting money or scamming me, or it was just, yeah, the moment my money was finished, she just gave up. And also the thing, she promised me to help me a job here. It didn't happen.
You gotta give it up to this guy. At least he's being honest. Where'd your money go? On women? This guy spent all his money on women and girls, promised them they're gonna marry them and all that, have no money, no backup, no job. And yeah, it's not easy for you to just pick up a job in the Philippines as a foreigner. You need proper documentation, proper work visas, and you're competing with all kinds of people. So it's gotta be something very specific in a niche field, or get a job before coming here so you're like under the right visa. So anyway, aside from that, yeah, this guy's like, yeah, I lost my money and she was gone. She didn't scam me. She didn't have to scam you, bro. You scammed yourself.
So do you have any idea where is she right now?
I don't have an idea. I think she's maybe somewhere in Cologne, here in Cebu.
So the time that you have no money left and then you stay in the streets, how was your living right there? Where do you get your food? Where do you take a bath in those 6 months of staying there?
It was more than 5 months I lived outside, but like the first time when I got kicked out of the hotel, then I went to a landlady close by, and she was so nice because, yeah, she didn't have a free room, but she was so nice to let me sleep under the porch inside the compound, so no strangers could come harass me or something. And then she gathered the neighbors, asked the neighbors to help me. There was a place outside so I could wash myself, wash my clothes. She also helped me with a job with a Filipino guy. But the only problem was, yeah, he was just starting up the business. He wasn't making money himself, so I was only able to earn the food.
Okay.
And a really small amount of money.
What's your job there?
Metal worker. We were making stainless steel candle holders for church.
How much do you earn in there?
You could only pay like 20 or 50 pesos a day.
A day?
A day,
Okay.
so, but at least I was happy, you know. I got food every morning, every noon, a snack at 4, food in the evening. I could buy some tobacco, lumboy. So at least I could pay for my daily expenses. But the thing was, yeah, he wasn't earning a lot of money himself. He was just starting up. What I understand was that his mother was paying the food, and also a very nice boss, because when you only had like one cigarette left, he would say 50-50, and then we would smoke the last cigarette together. So really nice guy.
Okay, let's stop here and make something very clear. Another reminder that regular Filipino people are some of the kindest people you ever come across, right? They get you a job, they give you a place even without money, even at a hotel, even if you have to sleep under the porch. The woman gathered people together, found this guy something to do, even though it was only $1 a day essentially. At least he had food in his stomach, $1 to spend on tobacco. And yeah, so keep that in mind. Of course, the people that are targeting you, usually the scammers, are a very small portion of Filipinos and Filipinas. And if you're saying, nah, that's bullshit, every woman I spoke to tried to scam me, yeah, where did you talk to these women? Online? At a bar? Obviously, that's their entire job, right? You can't get mad at them. You gotta get mad at yourself, meeting women randomly online that are maybe younger than you and all that stuff. So don't blame Filipino people or Filipinos. There's bad apples, bad people, miserable people in every country, every culture, right? But this is the true Filipino style, right? Because I've seen it myself, I've been involved. But aside from that, is it me or these kids shouldn't be here listening to this? These kids are under 18, listening to this guy talking about spending money on women and smoking and such. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a foreigner.
Do you have regrets?
I also had a very nice life here.
Okay.
So much nice people here in the Philippines. And also like Chantal, she has been very nice to me. And somewhere I can understand her also. Because it's easy to say, I will still love you when there's no money. But when there's no money anymore to pay for accommodation, pay for food, if you start to get hungry, thirsty, people do the most desperate things.
Did you contact your family in Belgium for you to ask for help?
Yeah, I messaged my sister herself that The embassy was asking if she wanted to pay the ticket, but she let the embassy know that she didn't want to give any help. I had some bad experience with my family. That's also one of the reasons I came to the Philippines. Like when my dad passed away, my sister, she scammed me for millions of pesos with the heritage. I only got a small amount.
If ever that we're gonna help you to go to Belgium and then there's an issue with your family, so where are you gonna stay there?
That's in God's hands.
Okay.
I will see what happens when I come there.
Okay. But do you have your mother?
My mom, she's still in a caretaking center, I suppose, because I didn't have contact with her now for more than 5 months.
Pretty sad to know your own family scammed you if what he's saying is true. And yeah, what are you going to do in Belgium, bro? At least, I guess it's your own country. There's got to be some kind of welfare program in place. The government can provide shelters, maybe some kind of job assistance so you can find a job. Plus, you say you're a welder, so I'm pretty sure it's easier to find a job in a country that you're legally able to work, save up some money, and hopefully come back to the Philippines when you're a bit more financially stable.
In the viral photo, it shows that you stayed in the Osmania Circle where the
Yes.
kids brought some food for you. And then can you make us give me a story on how did you ended up there and what are the things that you did before in that photo?
Because when I was staying for 3 months at the landlady's compound, yeah, she was getting annoyed because it was taking so long. She was hoping to help me go back to Belgium, but because my sister or any elder relatives didn't want to pay for the ticket, so she was giving up hope. And also she asked me, do you want to go back home to Belgium? And I just told her honest, my home is here in the Philippines. I would love to have Belgium that I could call it home again. But, you know, with family, if they're treating you bad, it doesn't feel like home anymore.
So in leaving the streets, usually what the food you buy?
Pieces of bread at the bake shop, because that's quite cheap. You can buy a piece of bread for 5 or 10 pesos. And yeah, most of the people, if you will get an amount of money, it will be just a few coins. But really a lot of people helping me here, even other homeless people, a few of the boys that are on Mango, they call them the rugby boys. A few times they gave me food, they gave me some money, so it was really amazing.
So during rainy days when you're outside, how's your situation?
Yeah, if you're sleeping outside on a bench, like in Fuente Park here, and it starts to rain, you wake up, then you need to go and look shelter in front of a building. And also the thing is, if you will sleep in front of the building, a lot of times people will come and wake you up, like the security guard, or in the morning if people need to open the shop. Then you need to get up. So most of the time during the night, you will only get a few hours of sleep. Then you sleep again for an hour, 2 hours.
All right, so hopefully this is just another reminder for all of us to not put ourselves in a position where we end up on the street, right? Of course, once again, I'm not a cold person. This is just to remind everybody to come here prepared. If you come into the Philippines, you got to have some kind of monthly income for sure. Stay on top of your visas and don't end up on the streets like Bjorn or anybody else, right? Because he's been lucky that people around him are kind, but you never know when something can actually go wrong. You don't know what kind of substances somebody else is on that might be acting erratically. You might get hit by a car or something sleeping on the street. It's obviously not a safe type of lifestyle. I'm hoping there's a positive solution to this because I don't want to, personally, from my perspective, I don't want the kids to get a bad image, a bad idea of how life is always negative, because if it's a positive and happy ending to the story, hopefully they know their efforts actually did something. The fact that they shared his story has a positive outcome.
What do you think of Filipinos?
The most nicest people I know in the world.
Okay, why?
So warm-hearted, so caring. And they will always, the thing what I remember already from my first visit, they will always say with a smile on their face, yeah, but we are poor, we don't have much money, we're not rich. But I always try to explain that, but being rich, it's more the meaning of being happiness, because it's better to be happy than to have money and don't be happy.
What are the lessons that you learned here in the Philippines?
I think the most important thing is to be positive in life. Focus more on positive things that you can make happen than the negative things that already happened before. And also, like when I worked for the Filipino guy with the stainless steel, because on school I studied for metal worker, but I didn't have experience with stainless steel. So yeah, it's a plus for that I learned how to work with the stainless steel because it's a special kind of metal.
what do you think that these kids help you posted it on social media? So what can you say about this kid, Miss Carol Castillo?
Thank you so much, and God bless. I will never forget. And if there's ever a time that you need to help yourself and I can help, I will be very pleased to do that. And also thanks to your friends. Thanks for the new clothes you bought for me. Thanks for taking me to the mall. You're really a great person.
Mag-ingat ka na lang palagi kasi hindi naman lahat ng tao ay mababait sa'yo. Katulad ni Chantal, sana sa susunod huwag ka nang magpapaniwala sa ibang tao na hindi mo naman masyadong kilala.
Kent is the one who took a photo of you.
Yes.
Okay, magbigay ka ng mensahe mo para kay Sir Bjorn.
Para sa'yo to, amigo. Ang sa akin lang is makauwi ka at magkaayos na kayo sa pamilya nyo at magkaroon ka na ng magandang buhay at makahanap ka na ng trabaho. At sana hindi ka na maloko.
So, kaya mo ba sabihin in English?
Hirap.
Try mo English.
Always take care if you are in Belgium. I hope you're okay with you and your family.
I hope you'll find a good job in Belgium and I also hope you and your family will be okay together.
So, Ma'am Lavelle, ano ang mensahe mo para kay Sir Bjorn?
I just wish him a good life back home, and I hope this is a lesson for you, not trusting easy to any person that you met in life. This is a really struggle for you. Seeing you in the street is hard.
It's okay. Thank you so much for the help.
It's my pleasure. I just do my best to help you.
Because of this, we have a great news for you. Do you have an idea what's all about this great news for you?
You're going to help me to go back home?
Oh, yes. So your bags are packed here. Okay, is this all?
That's all I have.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, really, thank you so much for everything that you have done.
Thank you.
It's really a miracle. Yeah, I hope more people can take an example at people like you, because living on the streets is not a life for anybody.
All right, great stuff. Looks like they're helping this man pack up his stuff and get back home to Belgium. So one thing that's different about this one a little bit, in the previous ones, most of the time it's been being like scammed by a Filipina. In this case, it looks like this guy did it all to himself. Like, he admitted that he spent the money on women. He admitted that he was supposed to get a job but didn't. So everything came down to him. Nobody actually took anything from him. You cannot blame a woman to want to be with you if you can't even afford a shelter for her, right? I mean, I wouldn't want to be in a relationship where my partner can't afford shelter or the bare minimum basics, right? The food. I got to take care of myself. I can't be homeless with you on the street after 2 weeks, right? It's not like they knew each other for years and years and she decided to dip last minute. No, there's some girl you met 2 weeks ago. She thought she'd get you a job for whatever reason you couldn't get a job, and she's out. That's it. But it still comes down to you as an individual to provide for yourself, have your finances in order, make sure you're never ending up in a situation like this. Leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. What do you think so far? And I have a feeling I'll be back with another part of this, part 4, and to actually see him sent off to Belgium. That's it for this one. I hope we learned something from this. I do appreciate you guys watching, liking, and if you're new to the channel, hitting that subscribe button. I'll see you in our next video, and we'll follow Bjorn's story on to Belgium. Bye.